Did you know that many early comic book artists were influenced by newspaper comic strips? Artists like Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko honed their skills drawing daily adventures, laying the foundation for incredible stories we enjoy today. So in today's lesson, we're creating a sketch illustration of Knull from Venom: The Last Dance. Welcome back everyone, and thanks for joining me today. For this lesson we'll need our sketch pen and a pencil. I'm going to start off our sketch with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick, but you're welcome to use whatever you like. Let's begin by adding some guidelines to our page to help with the balance and symmetry of our drawing. We're going to start with the line coming down the center, starting from the very top of the middle. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Now let's go back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now I'm going to simplify this setup process by adding a square instead of a circle. So from that center point, let's move over towards the left to right about here. Draw a straight line going all the way up towards the top. And we'll stretch that down towards the bottom. Now we want to take that same distance from the center over towards the right. So right here, draw a straight line going up and then down. Now to determine the height of our square, we just want to take this distance from the center over towards the left, up towards the top. So right here, I'm just going to mark it off to create two squares along the top and also across the bottom. Now I'm going to start blocking out the facial features, starting with the inside of the eyes. From that center point, move over towards the left. Just going to mark this off, come straight down towards the bottom. Take that same distance over towards the right. Now I'm going to connect these 2 points going up and in towards the middle to create a triangle. From the bottom, let's angle the eye, going up and then out towards the left and right side, going up towards the same height. Now halfway along this line, I'm just going to draw the eyelid. I'm going to go straight out towards the sides. From the end, step in, I'm just going to curve the bottom of the eye, coming down, and just bend that in. From the inside corner of the eyes, I want to stretch the skin coming down across the nose. So on the left, I'm just going to angle this down and in towards the center. And do the same thing on the right. Now from that tip, draw a straight line going all the way across. Let's flare out the nostrils. Halfway along this line, just going to angle this down and out. Angle this back down and then in towards that bottom line. Now from the bottom edge of the nose, we're going to step down, draw another straight line going across from the edge of the mouth. Now let's go over towards the left side. Right here, it's going to angle the mouth going up and then out towards the end of this line. Now I want to open up the mouth. From the end, I'm just going to angle this down and then in towards the bottom. And then from the mouth, we're going to step all the way down towards the chin, draw a straight line going across. This chiseled jawline, from here, angle this down and then in towards the chin. Now let's separate the corner of the mouth, starting here, angle this down and then out. And then from the mouth, we're going to step down, draw another straight line going across the lower lip. Now along the side of the head, we just want to drape the hair coming down. Let's start from that center point, bend this out across the edge of the eye, and it'll come straight down towards the bottom. Let's do the same thing on the right, going out, clip off the edge of the eye, and then come straight down. Let's extend the top of the head. We're going to connect the end of the line with a curve, almost like a half circle, going up and then back down. And then from here, it's going to slope the hairline, coming down and then out with a straight line. Now with our rough sketch in place, I'm going to go back and erase some of these guidelines. This will help us get a better look at our proportions. And we can make some adjustments if we need to. I'm just going to erase all that detail inside the hair. So now that we've cleaned up our drawing, we're going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us layer on some more detail and refine the shapes. And I always like to start with the eyes. We're going to pull that skin across the inside of the brow. So starting on the left, I'm going to curve this in and up across the middle. Also adding a fold curving across the center. Now as you come down, the flesh is going to pull down towards the nose. Pull this down and in. Let's add another fold across the inside edge of the brow. Now I'm just going to work our way across the brow, adding some folds going up we just tuck this up underneath the hair. And then I'm just going to layer the eyes in underneath. So we start with the brow and the eyelid. A little bit more shape to the eyes. Just going to balance this out. Make this one on the left side a little bit bigger. And I'm just going to tuck pupils in underneath the eyelid. I just want to make sure that the position is correct. We're just going to tuck the pupil in underneath so we see a little bit of it just underneath the brow. Just going to go back and just lightly shade the outside of the eye, going around the pupil. I'm going to start to stretch that skin going across the bridge of the nose, coming down. Add a fold underneath the eye. Just add a little bit more shape to the nose. Now with the mouth, we're going to add some folds and wrinkles going across the edge. Starting from the center, I'm just going to start with the right side. And these folds going up and out. Now right here on the end of the mouth, we're going to tear up the skin. Just going to pull this up towards the eye and pull that down. Just adding the stretched skin. And then go over towards the left and do the same thing. Right here, we're just going to pull this all the way up towards the top. And just separate the flesh across the side of the mouth. And just add some cartilage coming down towards the bottom. I also want to add some cracks going across the lower lip. Now let's tear up the bottom edge of the mouth coming down towards the jaw. Let's open up some of the gaps across the side. I'm just going to add a little bit more detail to the chin and tucking that up underneath the hair. I'm going to go back and just add some more wrinkles across the forehead. Just going to enhance the brow, so just pulling this out towards the side, and again, just stretching the flesh and the skin. Just work our way up the center, adding some more wrinkles. Now with the teeth, we're just going to separate each tooth with a straight line coming down the middle, and then just add a gap going out towards the side. And these will be our guides for the teeth. Now the lower teeth are a lot longer than the upper row, so we're just going to round this out. We can also add a couple fangs inside, going up. I'm also going to add the gum line across the bottom of the teeth. Now I'm just going to bring the hair coming down, just separating each of the strands along the inside, and then adding a little bit of texture going out. Now I don't want to add too much detail across the hair. I want to bring the focus back towards the face. Also go across. And we're just adding some loose texture across the hair. I'm just going to do one final cleanup before we add some more detail and contrast. I'm going to switch my pencil to a 0.9mm just to get a little bit more contrast and darkness to my drawing. So I want to start with the overlapping parts first. So with the hair, just adding some texture as we go. we'll start layering the eyes and facial features underneath. So I'm going to start back at the brow. I'm going to add a little bit of weight to the shadow areas along the bottom of the brow. Also adding some shadows. I'm just going to trace the outside of the pupils, and again making sure that they're positioned properly. Then we'll darken up the outside of the eyes and just fade that in towards the pupil, almost like the eyes are giving off a little bit of a glow. And then from the eye, we're just going to pull some shadows and wrinkles coming down. Going to darken up the upper lip on the bottom and just fade that up. And I'm also going to add our shadows. So I want to imagine that the light's coming from the top of our character coming across, so the highlights will sit along the top center edge with the shadows along the bottom. So now the nose is going to cast a shadow coming down towards the mouth. So from the corners of the nose, just going to angle this down and in lightly, darken up the top, and then fade that down. The shadows will get lighter as it gets further away from the surface. Darken up the lower lip across the bottom and just fade that up. So have a little bit of a highlight across the top of the lip. And with the hair, I just want to go a little bit darker in the center and just fade that out towards the side. So we can just wisp some of this hair going out. We can also add some hair crossing along the side. And now the head's also going to cast a shadow across the neck. So we're going to darken up the top and then fade that down. And we're going to go in between the hair. hair is also going to cast a shadow across the side of the head. So we're just going to close this in by just darkening out the side along the inside edge of the hair, and then just fade that in. And we're just going to work our way across the top. And that one strand is going to cast a shadow coming down across the eye. Now in this final stage, I'm going to go ahead and start adding those micro details, just enhancing those wrinkles and folds. I'm going to add a little bit of a core shadow to enhance the brow. So adding a little bit of a highlight along the bottom edge of the brow and just shading this going up. And this will help give our character a little bit more shape. Now as we get closer to the end, I'm just going to tighten up my shadows and add a little reflection to the hair, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Knull from Venom, The Last Dance. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.